thank you.
Oh,
thank you. Yeah, so I think I don't think the tires are as good as they were earlier.
Yeah.
Or the tracks changed, but definitely I think I was looking at the video, and I'm glad we got more video now. If that doesn't kill it, does it kill it?
What were you doing? You were waiting on the football and
Yeah, so like coming down the straightaway, you have to kind of give up a little bit of speed on the entry to get that other turn just right.
Yeah.
So this car is really tricky to do that.
You can't drive it as deep as it.
Yeah, and it doesn't. It doesn't. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't ride over that curb very well, so it kind of gets upset. Like in that car, you kind of run the inside left curb a little bit. And this one doesn't like that so much. So it's just a little bit different driving style for that. And getting back on full throttle in between the short shoot and back through there. So, but I feel pretty good. I mean, the car's really handling well.
Looking at it from the outside, it looks way better than it's ever handled before. I mean, it just looks way more planted. It's not plowing like it used to.
Yeah.
It looks like proper handling car now.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, what a difference, man. And so the other cars that run Super Unlimited, that one's a Radical.
Yeah.
And he gets like a 150 lap time,
150?
150.7.
Where are you at?
151.8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, but I know there's more in the car. I know. Like, so I'll tell you where I'm slower, where I don't have all the big cojones yet, is coming down that hill.
Yeah,
in
that's
this car. Because trying to get used to, now there's handling right, trying to get used to that. It actually, so it's like, I can get on throttle sooner. So I'm like kind of incrementing up to like where I can really get on the throttle there. But, and you drive the car different. You kind of really roll into that first turn, and then you can start rolling back on the throttle to get like a straighter shot. It's hard to explain, but
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
To get it straight into the
right. That way
you don't have
can
to worry
get
about turning it at the end at the bottom where you always
right, like an E30, right. Yeah. So this thing you kind of get it, the back end kind of really conforms, and you can get a straight shot. But just getting that comfort level, because every lap I'm like, I did sooner, I can still go sooner, So that kind of thing, And then getting in the bowl, this car can really do a lot faster in the bowl. We're doing 1.6 Gs, but awesome. There's got more in it,
Yeah, it's still staying.
So, and then the exit of the bowl, I'm trying to use up more of the track. Because I'm not coming up over the lip, but not.
Yeah, that would scare me in this car. I would think coming up over that.
It does, yeah.
And you're getting on the power at the same time.
Yeah, and it kind of breaks the back end loose.
Yeah.
And then come around here to the front. I mean, the rest of that looks pretty good. Come around here to the front. I mean, you just got to be patient with this car, and that it feels like you're just off throttle. It's like there's nothing you can do. And then
it's amazing the speed difference between this and everything else out there.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
We were just talking about it. We've lapped some of the guys 2 or 3 times a session.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I lapped it. Yeah.
I mean, obviously they're just weekend drivers,
but yeah, it's 16 seconds faster than the E30 driving a full tilt buggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much better it looks.
Yeah, so I'm really happy. I think we really incremented our way up to like the bump steer had a lot to do with it, because like now if you do actually get a curb or you get a little bit too much body load or too much load on one side, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's too, like when you're talking to Alex off one of those curbs in Texas. You do that when there's a lot of bump steer.
Yeah, it just fucks you
all
up.
over the place.
Yeah, if you watch a video from last time we were here without the bump steer corrected, it was like you'd roll over the curb nice and gentle, and the thing would turn for you more in, and you'd like turn out. But then as soon as it came off the curb, you're doing this, So all that shit's gone. I mean, we could try like take one of the spring rubbers out of the front to see what a little softer. That's like a 25-30 pound spring difference. Just for fun, let's try it.
Just something different.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
And but yeah, I think the pressures are right. It kind of gave up a little bit at the end there, but
yeah, you got that. The rear got a little hot, a little higher than you normally run. I mean, overall we're even at 26 we're a little higher than we had been running. I think we used to be like at 24. Is what our target was, 25, something like that. I think is what we used to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't go too much lower. I mean, it's a fine edge, those tires here. The track surface is kind of weird here. And again, these had 2 heat cycles and coat on them, so they weren't like the best of the best, but they're better than that other set for sure.
Yeah, that wasn't even a match set.
But the good news is the corner balance didn't change a lot going between the 2 sets. It wasn't like, I got no power.
Yeah, that was the problem before. I mean, we put different tires on it. Every time it'd go one way or the other.
Right.
Like freaking Portland.
Right.
That was just ridiculous.
Yeah. So this seems to be like you know, with sliding around front and rear, it was
So that means the setup is
pretty good, yeah.
much better than what we were.
And we could tweak it more. I mean, I got it up an 1/8 inch higher than they recommended. And I know it's not a big deal, but if we can get that splitter low on the ground, you know.
Well, yeah, but you're getting to the point where everything's coming down to that.
Right. I want to keep going, like, because if I make a mistake and I roll over a curb, I don't want to knock off that whole front end. You know? So, and it's funny because what's helping me is this data, because I can see where I'm rolling on the throttle, and I'm not going full throttle as soon as I should, you know.
Yeah, so maybe as soon as you think.
Yeah, because you know, I can. As soon as it's really a fine edge. I mean,
it sounds interesting. Like coming out of 2, or that might be 3. It sounds like you're taking of course, it's the sound difference, but it sounds like you're taking a long time to roll on the throttle coming out of 3.
Well, that's you have to, and I am, because the tire starts spinning through.
Oh,
there.
It does. Okay.
Yeah, so
it's almost like you're halfway down the straightaway before you reach full throttle.
Yeah, that might be a time sound difference.
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
sound
exactly.
travel,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, but I am rolling on more cautiously there, because that's where that's where I was losing time, is I would, you know, the car would get sideways, then you have to wait, and then so I'm trying to roll on to keep traction going, but trying to get back onto the full throttle sooner. You know.
Yes, that's an interesting too. But coming through 3, I wonder if you gave up just a tenth or 2/10 going through there as far as corner speed, you can get on the power earlier, and then you're going to gain it because you're on the power longer down that.
I want to try that.
Shoot.
Yeah, I want to try that. And that's what today is, to try all these little subtle things.
Yeah, I would try that. I mean, we're not talking about giving up a lot. I mean, literally 2/10 maybe, or 10 in that corner, just so you can get on the throttle, you know, 20 yards earlier.
Yeah, instead of putting your lift in the middle of the corner, put your lift at the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the other place I'm losing time kind of like that is going over the flag stand hill, you know, back there.
Yeah.
You know, you really have to slow it down to get it to turn left. And so a couple laps I did it just perfect. I was like,
yeah, but that
great.
one is.
I know.
You're losing nothing there really, either way.
Yeah, well, I think if you're screwed up to get on that straightaway.
Well, I'm saying giving it up through that corner. It's so slow, it's like yeah, you have to.
Yeah, and I was kind of getting squirrely, so I wasn't getting set up to do the right-hander, which was a little bit of time there. And the gearing seems to be okay. I mean,
the what seems to be
the gearing. Yeah.
Oh, gearing. It almost sounds like you can go down a little bit more, but
you can for sure. But
yeah, but only thing is I haven't heard it much. Yesterday I heard a little bit. You're hitting the limiter going into the flat on top of the hill, the flag station over there. You're hitting the limiter there. So it would screw that up if we went down a little bit lower, because then you'd have to go to another gear. Yeah, but I don't think you gain a little bit on the straightaway, but you'd have to give up some back there.
Yeah, and I think we carry more speed on that back straight, and I think on a race day with brand new tires, we might be a lot closer to the limit than we are now.
Yeah,
we're not too far, but
I try to
leave some room
when you're doing the gearing. I try to focus on corner exits and maximize those areas. And if it does mean you have to hit the limiter a little bit in certain areas, I'll give up the limiter in the straightaway a little bit to ensure a better drive out of a different corner.
Yep. Yeah, and I've been trying. Out of the bowl and that straightaway, you know, out of the bowl, you have to shift in fourth. It's kind of a short shift, but you have to do it. So.
Right up.
But yeah, the gearing seems pretty good. I mean, it's not like Coda was sucked because we used first gear a lot in Coda, and all the other guys had a taller first gear.
Yeah.
So I was shifting too soon when they were able to get through some of these real short infield sections without having to shift up, and I'd be on the on the rib limiter. So, I mean, if we go to Coda this year, we'll probably get a different training. Have a backup with a taller first gear. It's just hard to get the fucking thing to go.
Yeah. And remember, you're gonna have a taller rear end in the thing too at Coda.
Huh?
You'll have a taller rear end in the thing too at Coda.
Yeah, what gear do we have?
I don't know.
It should be 100 and
we should write down what gear it is and all the data sheets just so we have it.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, for what you guys put in.
Yeah, it should be like 157, 158 at.
We should have that as a.
On the box, what it is.
Oh, we need a box.
It is on my setup sheet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, you mean like on the label itself? What fourth gear at limiter would?
Oh no, so we have a document like what we switched today.
I see what you're saying.
Just so we know.
But I think we should pull out the two front spring rubbers.
Yes.
Just to see.
Yeah.
It'll get the front end down lower too. Yeah, because it should have compressed aero.
Okay.
Got it. Split it up.
Thank you, man.
It should be a lot to get to.